almost Christmas, and in a couple of days it's going to be October. This year has gone so fast. So today I've got an absolute superstar, so I'm really excited. So before I introduce her, I'm going to play the intro. So grab yourselves a cup of tea, cup of coffee, some biscuits, and then we are absolutely going to tear it up today. And if you could do me a big favor, if you could like, comment, subscribe, and share this with anyone that you feel would find this valuable, and this is going to help me to grow my channel. So I will see you in a couple of minutes.
Finally got an interview for the dream job, and after working with him, I got it, and it was simple and it was easy.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed the journey.
Has it helped? Yes, it absolutely has. It's definitely helped in knowing the market a lot better and knowing how to put myself out there. Like, I would never ever have touched my LinkedIn ever. I didn't see LinkedIn as a valuable resource at all. So in saying that, it already has proven to be.
It's really what I say. I think you guys are great and change people's lives, and it makes a lot of difference.
You deliver at a very high level.
It was really enjoyable. You learn a lot. It was really easy going step by step.
Questions before when they do. So that was, I think session 5, the interview session, if you ask me, was my favorite out of all the 6 sessions.
So it's not only helped me in my personal branding, but it's helped me now on the business side, where I feel very, very capable to go into,
Hey, super legends, superheroes, and megastars. Welcome to another episode of Hot Hire 6 and 7 Figure Coaches on Fire. We are absolutely going to tear it up today. And I've got a special guest. So I've known Gloria Soo for probably a couple of years, and we caught up a few weeks ago, and I thought she was amazing. But when we caught up, I couldn't believe like the amount of business experience and the businesses that she's helped to make, I'm going to say, excuse my language, a shit ton of money. But also, it's not about the money, it's also about the growth as well. So I'm really excited. So without any further ado, I'm going to give a big, massive, ginormous welcome to Gloria Soo. Hey. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much, Dre, for bringing me into your live show here.
You are so welcome. Like, yeah, thank you because I know how busy you are at the moment because you've got a challenge going on. So I know how much goes into that. Plus, you've like your business as well, because I know that you do a lot of things, and I don't know how you manage to do that, to look after your family, to do everything else, to network and do all your meetings and everything that you do. So, Gloria, do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do?
Sure, certainly. Hi, everyone. My name is Gloria Soo, and I'm actually stationed in Singapore, now living in Singapore. This is broadcast from Singapore. I have got 2 companies. One company is actually a consulting company, so I offer sales services to my client. It's a full suite from lead generation to basically hiring of the salespeople, sales bootcamp, helping them to grow regionally in Southeast Asia. And that is my consulting firm, which has been running for the past 9 years. And now with my coaching company, it's really new. That's my retirement plan. It's actually to help and convert all these business owners, especially if they could spin off and monetize their expertise, right? So that is how I want them, because if their business is already stabilized and all these business owners, I would like them to actually spin off their expertise into something that they can actually coach another business owner and monetize for them. So that's how my 𝘿𝙖𝙧𝙚𝙧𝙚 came about, and that's for the coaching business.
I love that. It's it sounds like it's helping people help people. So there's a ripple effect. Gloria, so have you always wanted to be in business? So like when you were growing up, did you think, okay, I'm going to be, like a businesswoman, or did you want to be like something else? Or?
No, I've always wanted to go into the entrepreneur journey. I came from a not so well-to-do family. And so to make some pocket money for myself, I started to do car washing at the age of 13.
No way, really?
Yeah. So I went door to door with my bucket of pail and then some cloth and then the dishwashing detergent, and just go to another neighbor's house and I say, can I wash your car for you?
Love that. Yeah.
Yeah, so the journey has been amazing. So every year as I grew up and I realized that, selling is essential in our life, whether it's to influence someone in the decision making, or whether it is to get people to support you in your business, or whether it is to help other people grow and help them make money as well.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. So were your parents business people as well? Is that did you kind of look up to them? Is that how
Right.
that came?
My parents, no, they were government service, but then after while I was growing up, my dad entered into business. Yes, so he was doing legal advisory for SMEs at the time. That's how he moved into working for himself. Yeah. Then we also went into gold pawn shop, meaning exchange gold for cash, and that's when I
Ooh,
to help them in the business. Yeah, that's right. And when I was still schooling then, yeah, I was still doing schooling. After
really?
school, that was what I did.
Oh, so you worked that's after school, that's what you did? Yeah.
Yeah, after school, and I would just go to the office, and then I would help them with whatever they need me to do. But during that time, my dad was also in the legal service, so I also do a lot of translation work. That is how I get paid for my extra income, and at the same time, I also do what I said. We actually type documents for clients as well. Yeah, so
Wow.
that was how I started off, and then went into CopSec. So one leading to another. That's why I grew up so fast, and I started making money at a really, really young age. So even like right now, I look at the current generation of kids. When they start really working, it is only like when they're about 17 or 18. But I really started very early, about 13.
That's cool. So
Yeah.
what do you think is in you? Because there's not a lot of people, or not a lot of kids at that age, or that I know, or like from when I was growing up, would be like washing cars. So what do you think it is about you that was okay? I'm going to go out. I'm going to go and do that, because that's pretty special. That mindset.
I guess the fighting spirits, and because I don't want to live poor, and I told myself that if I can use my two hands, my intellect, my creativity, I will be able to make some money for myself. So one thing led to another. So, but I was also very open to learning. And apart from learning, I was also looking for opportunities. So one led to another. So when I left home at the age of 17, I live on my own, traveling from one city to another. I actually started looking out for a house to rent. So when I started renting a house, a full house to rent, I sublet all the rooms so that I can stay for free. So that was my first investment. Yeah. So, and I was only like barely, like I was only about 18 years old at the time. So I told myself that, there are many ways to make money. I may not become a very, very big businesswoman, but I know that I could create a lot of things for people and also for myself. So until today, it's the same thing. I'm helping my client to make more money for themselves, helping them to grow. I'm also helping them to manage their sales team. At the same time, I'm also planning for my retirement plan, and that I know that I'm going to work for a long time. So coaching is the next best thing for me.
That's really smart. That's really smart. So tell me, because I love sales, tell me about like how you got into like sales from, because you've had like a sales career and now you teach, like you train sales teams, and sales is, I believe that everybody like they should teach basic sales skills in school, because there's so much that goes into it, you know, influencing people, being able to listen and understand by people. So can you tell us about your journey into sales and how that works now?
Yeah, definitely. So, when I first started selling, I was only about 21 years old. As like proper job as a salesperson, I was 21 years old when I was working as a personal assistant. When I got my full-time job, it was a personal assistant job. And my boss then, my employer was really nice. So she said, Gloria, you should try that, to explore doing sales because the income it's greater because of the commission and the structure, So I thought, why not? So that was when I decided that, okay, I'm going to go into sales, and I never looked back. I was into medical sales, so I was the only person who has got no degree in engineering, but I went into medical sales. So I was selling CT scan, angio, MRI, medical equipment to the hospitals. Yeah, so it was really amazing because my journey was never boring. It was really hard, but yet it was very fulfilling. So when I first got my first paycheck on the sales that I made, it was like I told myself, this is it, and everyone should sell. I keep telling you, everyone should sell, whether you are an administrator or whether you are just coming out of school or whatever, you need to sell something. Sell yourself or sell your family, whatever. Like now, social media is part of selling as well. And what exactly is selling? It is about nurturing relationship. So you don't force people to buy. You want to sell to them because they need it. So you create the need for them. At the same time, you need to understand how they are wired, the way they think. Right now with Zoom, my clients is everywhere, and I don't have to just restrict to Asian or Malaysia or Singapore or Indonesia. So it's everywhere. Even right now during my challenge, I cater my time for my challenge according to the countries I'm reaching out to. Yes, so I have my morning for Southeast Asia, afternoon for UAE, and then midnight for America. So for Australia, we'll probably have to do early in the morning, like 4 or 6 a.m. So that's when you get your client because before you establish a relationship, the first thing you must know is to tap into their mindset, how they think. When you know that how they think, what kind of behavior they have in terms of purchasing, their buying behavior, and you know how to actually design that entire journey for yourself. And not everyone likes you, so you must only find those clients who would like you, who appreciate what you have and what you're selling. So if you are on a personal journey on branding, this is what you need to look at. If it is a company branding, then you need to understand what kind of culture will be buying your kind of services or products. Then you go into the mindset of how they buy, their buying behavior is like, the entire culture means the country's, nation's culture, their ethnic culture, because even within a country, there are different ethnicity, so they have their own culture and different age groups, so there are many things to look into. Then you will be able to find a definite pathway for them to buy things from you. So that's why sales is so exciting because I cover all kinds of industries. Right now, my majority of my consulting clients are actually finance technology companies. They are startups who are now they're at Series A to Series C fundings, and they're reaching out to banks. So I also have B2C, meaning they're all in the retail segment, commercial, which we have to understand the mindset of the consumer, which is right now they're targeting the younger generation below 30 years old. So I need to understand the nature of the buying behavior of someone who is between 25 to 30 years old. So whereas the banking industry is different, they're all at a higher level. So then you need to help them to open the doors, and I manage my entire team from India, which is my lead generator team. So they need to know the behavior of this client. I am the one who feed them so that they can actually reach out to the client. So it's the same thing, whether you're selling puppies, selling house, or whether you're selling a service, even your podcast service, there is a specific people who you will attract, and then you need to actually craft that entire journey for you to attract all these clients to yourselves.
That is brilliant. That's brilliant. I've just thought of a question. So like with sales, so this is a question for you. So obviously you would have encountered in your sales career lots of rejection, like, like people saying no, people saying no, people saying no, but then, people say yes. And then, so my question for you is, how did you overcome that? Because most people, when they get a few no's, they're like, oh, okay, I'm not no good at this, I'm going to give up. So why did you keep going, or how did you keep going? And, what do you say to your sales team as well? I guess that's a kind of the same question.
Well, there's only one reason that clients say no to you, because either they are not ready for your product, or you didn't make it compelling for them to buy from you. Either it is your onboarding process that was wrong, or perhaps your product did not meet their criteria. If they're already looking for the products, they would normally consider a lot of things. So it is about fine-tuning your selling process and onboarding process. Then number two, it's actually when you reach out to your client, when you're creating a need, meaning they didn't need it at the time, so now you're creating needs for them. What do you see in them? What do you believe in them? Like, for instance, right now, a good example, why am I onboarding my clients or all these entrepreneurs? I'm networking with them because they are already having successful business, or they are actually running their own business. So these are owners, just like all these key leaders, globally, like, Jack Ma, for instance, for the Asian market. So it can be any key leaders who have got big business. They are already running good business and profitable companies. What happened is that we need to help them, to advise them. I will tell them, would you like to spin off to become a business coach, and monetize from your expertise? Because your team is now self-run. So you may have some extra time, but you don't have to coach many people at one go. Probably just coach one business a year. And also, what am I doing? I am actually suggesting a need, okay, that he could help another company, or he or she can also monetize his experience and creating his own legacy for themselves. Because so many all these entrepreneurs, when they sell the business, or when they ultimately grown independent, when they became a chairman, they were forgotten. Though they built a big legacy, but they have been forgotten. Because why? They are no longer visible to the general public. So now I'm creating an opportunity for them to see that there is something which they can probably impact their grandchildren in future, or someone's life, ultimately, regardless of your age. You can be 70, you can be 60, but look, what I'm doing is actually helping them to see the need that they should continue a legacy and to be visible in the public eye.
That is absolute gold, Laura, absolute gold. All right, so with the clients that you come across, what are some of those common, frustrations or challenges that they come to you with? Are there any sort of patterns that you see?
Yeah, most of the time, the challenges is always about, why people are in business. Okay, because I'm dealing with a lot of SME owners. When they are in business, it's because they wanted to, they know that they have a very good products or their services. They may be hobbies, or they just find that there's an opportunity for certain product for them to make more money. It is all about making more money. So if I'm in this business, the reason why I choose sale is because I know there one reason, majority of the time, it is about increasing sales. And of course, the second one is always about talent and manpower. Then the third one will be cash flow. So these three things, if you can help them resolve it, then I'm actually selling something which, even though they can't see the need at that point of moment, but they would think of me, and they will remember me, and they will definitely put in my contact number into their phone, and they want to be in touch with me, because I'm solving the major three problems that majority of the SME owners will be facing.
I love that. Oh, that was absolute gold. So can we repeat that? So number one was sales. Number two was that the team?
Manpower, talent.
Manpower. And then number three was cash flow. Yeah. Oh, that is yes.
So if I can give them the solution of these three, why do I need to sell? I'm just influencing them. I'm just marketing myself, telling them that I can solve their problem. If I cannot solve your problem, I wouldn't be selling to you. Are you trying to sell things that they do not need, and then they're not even looking for it? But then when you tell them addressing all these issues because they are already having such problems and they are looking for solutions all the time, and when you mention these three things, they would have their ears perked up and they will start listening.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Definitely.
they will
Right.
keep you as a friend.
Definitely. All right. So can you talk to us about your journey into personal development? And I know that you are a master NLP trainer or trainer's trainer.
Yes,
Yeah.
I
Which
am.
is, yeah. Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
Yeah. Okay. So, in sales, I mean, if someone in sales, for someone like me, I always believe in one thing is personal development. Every year, I need to ask you one question. Like, for instance, majority of people that you meet, a lot of them, after their tertiary education, they stop learning. They may learn on the job, but do they really learn new skills? 2 years ago, during the when COVID hit, I told myself that okay, that one thing that I need to change is the selling culture has changed. Now everything is online. I need to start marketing myself. I need to now brand myself online. So that was when I immersed into a total learning in terms of online for Facebook, for LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube channel. I actually try to learn it all up and then master it and then making it as a course. Now, before that, my learning journey was getting myself certified as a coach. So I went into ICF. So I went to take my SCHDH and then I went into doing ACC as well. Then after that, I embarked into a journey of NLP. An NLP practitioner, I fell in love with NLP and I decided to go all the way up to masters to train the trainer program. So yeah, that is why I am still doing this, but that is not my key training program. My key training program is sales bootcamp, and of course the challenge that I'm currently running and doing coaching. But that I do NLP training as a co-partner with my partner in Thailand. So his name is called Sebastian Leblond. He's a Canadian French. So he runs the entire organization there. So I'm actually a co-trainer with him because I want to keep up to date of all the lessons and then be in touch with all the students as well. And then also practicing using what I teach. So everything that I do in my coaching have got the element of NLP, ICF, as well as a timeline therapy, because even business owners have their own personal problem. Apart from their business problem, I may give them a lot of solution for their business problem. They too have their own personal problem, and therefore you must be prepared to become a life coach too.
Yeah. Yeah. It's true. It's true. All right. So just a few more questions, couple more questions.
Yes.
So do you have any, like, when's your next challenge? Do you have any other challenges, workshops? How can people get hold of you as well?
Yeah. So yeah, my current challenge is to help entrepreneur monetize their expertise. Okay. So I'm currently running it, which is ongoing. I had the first session yesterday. Tomorrow another session on Sunday morning and Sunday afternoon. So the next session will be in October 26th to 30th. It's for 90 minutes, three Zoom call. So they can get me and reach me through my gloriasoo.com. You can reach out to me from that. Yeah, that's right. gloriasoo.com is my website. Yeah, that anyone can reach out to me. Or you can find me in LinkedIn. Basically, just put that Coach Gloria Soo. You will find me in LinkedIn, in Facebook, as well as in Instagram, even YouTube channel. Yeah. But of course, I respond better, if they're writing directly to me using my website.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
And can they through your website? Can like people like, oh, okay, I love what Gloria is saying. I want to do learn NLP as well. They can get you on your website to get information about NLP
Yeah.
through you.
There's not much of information, so I will interact with them. So it's better that they write to me inside the into my website, or they can just reach out to me. In fact, the easiest one where I use for convenience, it is coachgloriasoo@gmail.com, so people can remember better. Yeah, because my consulting email is very long, so I prefer making it short. Everyone has got Gmail. Just write into me. I will respond to you. Yeah, so the trainings are all in Thailand or in Vietnam, so they can travel there, or you can actually go online and learn the lessons together with me.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yes,
All
right.
right.
So it's really exciting. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Couple more questions. So
Sure.
recently you had a birthday and I watched your
Yeah.
video on YouTube, which is amazing. That was absolutely amazing. So happy birthday, like to you. So that
Thank
was
you.
awesome. Do you feel any differently, or are you just just the same? Or
Yeah. Being of course I felt a lot of difference in terms of acknowledging my age. So I'm 50. So when I turned 50, I realized that time is catching up. So I had a little bit of fear about facing my 50th uh, birthday onwards. So what happened was that it took me a while to recover, and I took time off on that day just to go for a walk and then really talking to myself and then reflecting everything that I need to do, moving forward, because the time is catching up, right? So I need to plan what I need to do this year, next year, so there's no time to waste. So I have a special child, so I need to consider her as well. So my second daughter is a special child, and because of a situation, I need to consider everything that I do for her too. And of course, moving forward in my business, I need to plan something which I could do, because I don't think so I can do sales training, full on sales boot camp, at the age of 60 or 65. So I've decided that that is why I created this journey for my coaching business to become my retirement plan. So eventually, maybe I would sell, or maybe I would hand over to some other people running the entire consulting business. So and well, during this birthday celebration, I felt that it is a push factor for me to now waste no time. Every minute matters. So every time when I spend some time with that person, it has to be worth it. Like this time with you, it is worth it.
mm, can I?
So
Can I just say, it's just as well, just a big thank you to you. So when we caught up a couple of weeks ago, and you were sharing like your story, and I was like sharing about me, you were like, Dre, how can I help you? What can I do, Dre? How can I help you? And that is, most people don't really do that. So I just want to say thank you for that, because I really appreciate that, and you genuinely want to help people. So that's a special thing. So thank you.
well, it is an honor to be able to serve you as well, including this one that is mutual benefit for us. I
Yeah.
see a question on the Facebook user.
Oh, do you? Oh, okay.
The
All right.
question.
Completely missed the chat. Oh, there's a few questions in here. All right. So we've
Yeah.
got, I'm just going to leave up on the screen. All right, well done. Alyssa James. Love, love, love. You're awesome. Keep up the amazing work. You're incredible human. And then we've got this one. Miss you. All right. Miss you too. Alyssa James is amazing. Can send you a message. Wow. Inspiring. A true entrepreneur. And then we've got Facebook user. Knowing what you know. Oh, what advice would you give to your younger self?
Yes. Okay. I like this question, because if I could turn back the clock, I would advise each and every one of you, if you are already in business, whatever money you make, save it in the property. Buy property, invest in property if you can, a good location, smaller ones, and that's how you use. So every 5 to 7 years, sell it, upgrade it, and then buy a better property. And that's how you save more money that way. Because I felt that I have not utilized this part of my investment much. And do not just invest into products that open up your eyes and see what other investment that you think you can explore, but do not put too much money inside it until it is proven all right. So my guess is always, the best way to because I always invest back the money into my business, and that's a mistake. If I make a lot of money, I should invest into a property. I have my own property, yes, but I felt that leveraging on the property growth in terms of time will help you to actually grow your asset and grow your wealth even faster. So this is one advice that I would like to actually tell myself. I should have done that when I was younger, instead of reinvesting back into the business. Yeah. So the business can only grow so much, and sometimes we may not be able, we may not want to grow it until really big, depending, because not everyone is destined to do that. I am not destined to do, maybe to list my company, for instance, because I'm still very much involved personally with my client. So it's very hard to actually grow your business that way. So if I reinvest into my business, into my own course learning, yes, but also into opening up divisions and this and that. So I reinvested back into the business by hiring more people. Look, trust me, I personally felt that I should have used whatever spare cash that I have into paying me more. And this paying me more is to invest into properties or buying an asset so that you can rent it out yourself. And the rental yield should pay for the mortgage. This is my advice that I would give to my younger self, which this is one of my regrets.
Oh,
Yeah.
Gloria, that was
Yeah.
thank you for being so like open, honest, and that is like absolute gold. So people can take that away and be like, not to make the same mistake. When you were saying that, not starting sooner, and then like once starting a business, like from a coach, like sooner as well. That would have been my biggest regret. All right, very last question is, so I think that I'm obsessed with dad jokes. So do you have a dad joke, maybe a dance move, or maybe something inspirational, a quote, something of value, something empowering, anything that you'd like to leave us with?
Yeah, I always tell a lot of my clients, you must first look after yourself. Look good, feel good, do whatever you need to, look after yourself, and then do not give up in whatever you're doing. If you think that you are in the right track, just give yourself another chance to find your next customer, the next opportunity, the next event, the next program. If you want to have advice on your real estate, find someone who has got the knowledge, learn from them. Just find one more person to compare whatever you need to do, because that is going to make you excel in your life, and also everything that you have. The entire wheel of our life, right, includes spiritual, your personal growth, your relationship, your finance, your fitness level. All these are very important. So if you could, making sure that all these are in place in your life, then you have a balanced life. That is my belief. And this is my move.
I like that. I like that. So
Grateful to all of you. And here it is, that all respect for everyone who tune in and listen to this podcast.
So I just want to say a massive, ginormous, thank you to you, Gloria. You were dropping some golden nuggets, and I was loving that. And I just want to say that you are, an inspiration, truly inspiring. And the word that, when I think of you, is extraordinary, because I know that for your clients, that you go above and beyond. And whenever I see you on social media, you're just busy. You're doing things, doing lots of things, and you're making a big impact in the world. So appreciate you, so much. And thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you so much, Dre, for this opportunity. I'm so grateful to be part of your program.
You're so